Kiran Kumar sir, good afternoon.
Sir, good afternoon.
Sir. Shall we start, sir?
Sir, Anubhav sir joined already.
Okay, sir. You will start, sir.
సెటప్ చేసి
Sir,
ఇచ్చింది ఇచ్చింది
Dasrath sir.
You will start,
Sir,
sir.
sir, Anubhav sir joined or not? I need
I will.
confirmation.
Just wait,
Anubhav
sir.
Kumar Pandey sir.
Anubhav Kumar. Just wait, sir. I will see.
Yeah. So once he joins, because session one is Anubhav Kumar sir.
Sir, Anubhav Kumar sir joined, sir.
Anubhav sir is joining in 2 minutes and then we will start.
Okay, sir.
Sir, Kiran Kumar sir, he joined, sir.
Yeah, sir. Sir, Anubhav sir,
You will
good
start, sir.
afternoon, sir.
Yeah, very good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. So shall we start, sir?
Yeah, sure, we can.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah. A very good afternoon to all respected dignitaries, faculty members, and dear participants. I am Dr. B. Kiran Kumar, Professor, Department of CSE, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, ITM Technical. It is my pleasure to coordinate and begin today's session of this 5-day FDP on generative AI and large language models for teaching, research, and industry. Today, we are truly honored to have with us Dr. Anubhav Kumar Pandey, Assistant Professor in Department of EEE at Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering, Karnataka. Dr. Pandey holds a PhD in EEE from Manipal Institute of Technology, Mahe, Manipal, and he is proud recipient of prestigious DST Inspire Fellowship awarded by the Government of India for his doctoral research. He has completed his MTech in Energy Technology from BIT Meshra, PGDC in Transmission and Distribution from NPTI and BE in EEE from PIT Raipur. His research interests span across modern power system operation and control, virtual power plants, distributed generation, electric vehicles, energy management, power markets, soft computing, and sustainable energy systems. Dr. Pandey is an active IEEE member and associate member of IBOP Publisher. He has published several high-quality research papers in Q1 and Q2 along with SCI journals. Presented papers in IEEE and Springer conferences. Apart from that, he serves as a reviewing editor at Springer Nature and has reviewed over 400 research papers, reflecting his remarkable contribution to academic and research. We are extremely fortunate to have such a distinguished researcher and academician with us today. He will delivering an insightful lecture on AI for research productivity, enhancing literature review, academic writing, and data interpretation. Sir, we warmly welcome you to ITAM and look forward to your insightful and enriching session. May I now request Dr. Anubhav Kumar Pandey to kindly take over the session. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for this very nice and brief introduction. And let me share my slides first. So I hope that my slides are visible and
Yes, sir.
my
Yes,
voice
sir.
yeah, and
Yours.
my voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's audible and the screen is visible, sir.
Right, right. Thank you so much for confirming. Yeah, so very good afternoon to all the uh, esteemed organizers who have organized this FDP, and also to the program chair, Dr. Ahmed, for giving me an opportunity to present this very important topic uh, for AI for research product members and participants who are attending this session. And also I have been attending from past 2 days. There were I think there were four sessions which has happened specifically. So I am anticipating that even our participants and faculties and student members are having a brief insight so far that what actually are LLMs and how these technologies are going to play a very crucial role when it comes to the enhancing the research productivity. So in line with this very brief background, let me begin my presentation, which is AI for research productivity. This particular topic has been bifurcated in three parts, which are literature review, writing support, and data interpretation. So, throughout the course of today's session, I'll try to cover all these three aspects, and along with giving you very brief insights, I will also be demonstrating the with any specific AI tool that how actually we can do this and how we can enhance our own productivity and how we can leverage the AI technologies to enhance our own research productivity by saving majority of our time which is invested in performing literature review. So these are the contents which I am going to cover in this 1 hour duration, which will be the introduction, the types of artificial intelligence, GPT significance, AI for literature review, various types of literature review approaches, which are traditional and new age based AI based approaches, followed by various AI platforms, the live demonstration, responsible AI usage, enhancing the research productivity, and also how it can be beneficial with respect to writing support and data interpretation. So, introduction, let me start with the introduction and how the role of artificial intelligence becomes quintessential when it comes to the research front. So it will be very helpful in discovering the literature because there is a vast research papers which are available in the body of knowledge. So let me give you one very specific example. So we all are aware that electric vehicles and e-mobility is, trending like anything, especially from past 4 or 5 years. So the moment you type these two words, electric vehicles, you are going to have a lot of research papers, and it is never ending. So there is tons of materials which are available in the literature actually, and you have to narrow it down. You have to narrow it down so that uh, you can ultimately align those available research items with your problem formulation. So here is where AI is going to play a very crucial role. Along with this, the problem formulation of your specific research and the hypothesis framework and its refinement is also going to be very important. Based on that only, you are going to begin your methodology section. And therefore, the very next part is methodology design and the model selection. So by model selection, I mean that which specific model you are going to use. So since I said electric vehicles, so again there will be many types of electric vehicles. Suppose it is the most common one is battery electric vehicles. We call it as BEVs. Then there is another category which is PHEV. It is plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. Then again there is one more type which is hybrid electric vehicle, which which is going to run with both conventional petrol based or diesel based engine, and also once we have once we don't have the proper fuel injection, then it is automatically going to switch in the EV mode. So that is our hybrid form. So again you have to narrow it down that which specific model you are going to select. So that is what called as model selection. And thereafter there will be some data interpretation, data synthesis, data analysis, and its visualization. And finally, once you have this very important sections, a draft is ready with you. Then the most important part is my manuscript fine tuning. So here is where most of the desk rejection happens, because we as a researcher we are facing this mostly from past 7 to 8 years. So if it is not properly, immediately it will be desk reject. So you have to have the manuscript sound, technically sound, as well as properly formatted. So it is, and again, AI is going to play a very huge role in doing the last point also for you on behalf of you. So moving further, so there are various AI platforms which are available. The most emphasized one and most utilized one is ChatGPT, which is the parent company's OpenAI. This is followed by the Group, which is the parent company's XAI, which is developed by Elon Musk. And again, Copilot is developed by Microsoft. And finally, Perplexity is Indian-based development, which has been the parent company is again Perplexity AI. And again, recently, last year only, the Chinese people have launched this DeepSeek, in which the parent company they have named it as High Flyer. And finally, Google. We all are very well aware with Google, and almost 1 or 2 years they have also launched Gemini, which is formerly it was known as Bard, BARD, but now they have renamed it as Gemini. So whenever you will be watching any ads of Samsung phone, I think mostly Gemini will be popped out, and they will keep on emphasizing that how you can leverage all this image and icons search with the help of this specific Google platform Gemini, which is developed most prominent and most efficient AI tools which are available with us right now. So now, since I have mentioned Chat GPT, with which I am also going to give you a live demonstration today. So let's understand first that what is GPT? So I think most of us are already aware that GPT is abbreviated as Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So generative, by this particular terms, we can visualize that it has the ability to generate or create new content. So this is the part one, which is generative G. This is followed by pre-trained. Again, see, as the name suggests, pre-trained means it is already have the ability to learn from huge and enormous amount of text. So there is plethora of text which is available in the literature, and it is already pre-trained that how it can learn based on the prompt which we are going to give. So this is there is one very important term which I have mentioned right now. It is prompt. So whatever response actually you are expecting from any of the AI tools, you your prompt should be very accurate and precise. And it should also be very concise in the context that the particular AI tool should know that what actually you are expecting. So prompt becomes very important. So that also we are going to see when I'll demonstrate it live with all of you. So this is the second part, which is pre-trained. This is followed by T, which is transformer. So generative pre-trained transformer. So the last part, it uses the self-attention for any given context. So this is the GPT context very briefly. So these are the key capabilities of a generative pre-trained transformer, which begins with the text generation. It can also summarize the overall context. It can translate. It can provide solution to the very complex problem. No matter how complex or how complicated the problem is, it is going to give you solution. Yeah, very important point. It may so happen that it is not understanding because of your inaccurate prompt. So it may so happen that it will not give you the desired solution in one go. It may so happen because whenever I use it, quite a few times it happens, not often, but quite a few times it happened. So accordingly, you have to do some of the other kind of fine tuning, but ultimately 99 percentage of time it is going to give you a desired solution which you might be expecting. And this is followed by the final one, which is your code analysis and generation. So these are some of the key capabilities of a generative pre-trained transformer. So coming to the first part, which is our artificial intelligence for literature review, it can give you a semantic search for context-aware paper discovery. It can also give you the citations, which is very important when it comes to the research aspect, especially nowadays. Even conference papers are also, but they will be expecting all the citations in sequence and chronological order. But the journal will always expect the citation-based detail analysis so that your reference should be proper and up to the mark. So it is also going to help you a lot in maintaining these sequence without scratching your head much. And this is followed by the topic modeling and clustering for ongoing research trends. So, lot of time there will be a discussion that right now, which is the ongoing research trend. So since I belongs to the energy sector, basically I am from electrical background, but from last 6 to 7 years, I've been completely focusing on the energy sector. So if you ask me that right now, what is the ongoing research trend in the energy sector? So since I am aware and I am involved, I may be able to answer you. But if you ask a layman, I don't think that they will be, exactly they will be aware that how this is going to, which particular research trend is going on what is the state of the art technologies which is applicable as on today in the energy sector. So the moment you will give a prompt and you will ask the AI tools, it is going to give you at least a dozen of ongoing research trend in any given sector. Since I have mentioned energy sector, along with it there will be many sectors. So there will be science background people can also know. So any and every area it is going to give you the ongoing research trend. So you need not search it on multiple websites, and you need not waste time for it. You can directly give a prompt, and you will be able to know that in last 1 or 2 year, which was the major development which happened. Along with this, there will be a automated summarization, which we are going to witness just in a moment when I'll give the live demonstration, and in no time actually. So this is how the artificial intelligence is playing very crucial role in performing the literature review. So now coming to before I continue with my eighth slide, I'll just go back to. I'll just minimize this, and I'm going to open my chat GPT, and I'll show you that how we can demonstrate how we can perform this literature review. Just give me a moment. Yeah.
This is people.
Yeah, so I have clicked on new chat because there are many tabs which are open. You can see on the left side of my screen, there are many tabs which are open, but I have clicked on new chat, and in the fresh chat only, we are going to uh, see that how we can leverage this technology. So currently, I am using a Go version of ChatGPT. I think most of you are aware that in the last year, in the month of mid-November or early December, ChatGPT, the OpenAI, they have given one discount. Usually, when you go for this particular Go version, it is going to cost you 399 rupees per month. But during 1 week of period, they have made it free for everyone. So usually I have not paid so far anything for this, but during that time I have just purchased that subscription because it was almost free of cost. And why I did that is, if you go with the free version, you can utilize it, no problem. But the moment you want to analyze any specific figures or any pictures you want as a response, it is going to limit you one or two search in 24 hours. So you have to wait for that time to get refreshed, and then only you can perform another search, or you cannot continue the same search in your existing chats. That is why I have gone with that subscription, and again I have not paid anything because they have made it free. They have made it accessible to everyone, so that more and more people will use. That is what I think their intention was. But now again, I don't think it is free right now. If you want to purchase one subscription, of course you have to pay some of the money for it, so based on their subscription plans. So currently, as you can see, I am using ChatGPT 5.2 version, which is their flagship model. And there is also one more model which you can see here, ChatGPT Plus, which they claim, which OpenAI claims that it is their smartest model. But again, you have to pay huge amount of money for it. So I think that will become a constraint for many. So we will just go ahead with this, and we will see that how we can leverage it. So I'll give one prompt. So I have given one prompt to it, to ChatGPT, and you can see the response. I said, "Hello, good afternoon," and the response came as "Good afternoon." It already knows me. That is why it is mentioning my name. And I hope you are doing well. How may I assist you? So this is what it has given. So what I am going to do now is, I have arrange some of the reference papers with proper citation. So what I will do is, I will just copy this, and I'll go back to my chat GPT, and I'll give another prompt to it. So for the demonstration purpose, I will just take the two reference. So two references I have taken and I have given the prompt. Can you please give me a literature review summary of the following papers in a paragraph manner? So you know why I have written this specifically, I'm going to tell you. I have specifically mentioned in a paragraph manner so that when we will give the next prompt, you will going to have a comparison that how you can leverage this specific technologies in whichever manner you want based on your target journal or target conference for that matter. So far I have given this prompt and I have attached all the citation detail. You can see author names are also there. Paper title is also there here in the inverted commas. The journal is Applied Sciences, MDPI. These are the volume and issue numbers. This is the year in which this particular paper has been published, 2024, and this is it for first paper. Likewise, for second paper, again author name, title, and this particular journal is IEEE Transactions on Transportation Electrification. Again, this is the volume and issue number. These are the page numbers. I guess this is a 9-page paper. That is why it says 3670 to 3679. And finally, the 2023 year. So it is actually consists of each and every detail which uh, which is going to be very, very enough or more than sufficient to give us the literature review summary in a paragraph manner. So let's see what it tells us. So you can see the moment I clicked enter, within a fraction of second, not even 1 or 2 seconds it took, and it has given me below is a concise paragraph style literature review summary for each paper written in an academic tone suitable for direct inclusion in a journal manuscript. Point to be noted, we have not even know what is going on in this paper. We don't have the PDF. See, again, we will drift away from our topic, but it is very important to mention this point here. We don't know whether, see, since this is applied sciences and I am aware that this is one of the open access journal, but again, for general audience, they may not be able to differentiate between whether this is subscription based journal or a open access journal. Since I know, so I can tell you that Applied Sciences is a journal which is published by NDPI publisher. So it is fully open access journal. But IEEE transaction on transportation electrification is an IEEE journal which is a hybrid journal. Hybrid means it may so happen that this paper is also it may be an open access version or it may be a subscription version. But that doesn't matter because we don't know right now. We have just given a prompt, and here you can see it has given us a paragraph summary. And see, the first paper, the author name was Pai Liu. So it has given in the proper format, Pai et al. This is what we will mention always et al. When there is more than one author which is involved in a particular research paper. So it has given in the format, and also it has given in the year is also mentioned. So Pai et al. 2024 present an integrated home energy management framework for green buildings, and it has given almost all the things which are required. This work highlights the growing role of electric vehicle as mobile energy resources in residential NGs and everything it is given, because we have given the prompt that we want this in a paragraph manner. So now coming to the second paper which we have given, again it is Elcoli. So we will just cross verify. See, this is Elcoli MH. So it has given its first name. Again, there are multiple authors involved. So Elcoli et al. 2023 investigate an AI enhanced FPGA based optimal management and control scheme for an isolated microgrid. So their key contribution might be a real time implementation and experimental validation. That is what I can see based on the summary which it has given to me. And you should know this, that transaction paper will always require you a experimental validation. So by seeing this two word, I can say that 99% whatever it has given, you are going to find the same thing in the paper, even if you will open the PDF and you will go through it manually. So then finally, it has also given the key finding. This study demonstrates the practical feasibility of deploying AI-driven energy management systems in real-world microgrids, highlighting the advantage. So it has given us a very neat and concise summary of these two papers. So now, since I have given this prompt and I have mentioned this specifically, now again, I'm going to give the same prompt for this two papers, but slightly I'm going to change it. You see how I'm going to change this prompt. Can you please give me a literature review summary of the following papers in a tabular format by mentioning key parameters as technique utilized, key findings, or major contributions, anything you can write, no issues. Key findings, research gap, and novelty aspect. So you see, I have given five parameters. Technique utilized. So which is the specific technique or method which the authors might have utilized in those two papers, followed by their major contribution, so key finding. Then research gap, of course, to select any specific base paper for your own research, you must have to have a base paper in which you have to identify a research gap. Based on that research gap only, you are going to frame a specific uh, methodology, and based on that only your own key contribution is going to come. That is how we should plan a research paper properly. And then finally, most of the editors will ask you what is the novelty, or people will agree with me who are currently attending this session, that whenever you will submit research paper, you have to emphasize your key contributions or your novel aspect. At least two or three novel aspects you have to highlight in the cover letter to avoid desk rejection. You have to convince the editor. Only when the editor is convinced that yes, some novelty aspect is there in that paper, then only he or she is going to proceed your paper for review purpose, for peer review. So this also becomes very, very important. So I have given this five parameters, and I am asking ChatGPT to give me again a literature review summary, but in the tabular format. And again, I have copied the two papers. So the same two papers which we have already seen the summary in paragraph manner. So let's just shoot this, and we are going to see what it is going to give. So again, within fraction of second, not even 1 second, it has given me, below is a structured literature review summary table converting two cited papers organized using the key parameters you specified. The content is written in a research oriented critical style suitable for direct inclusion in a journal manuscript or review section. So you can see that in a fraction of second, it has given me these five parameters which I have mentioned, and it has also given the very first section as reference. Properly, it has mentioned Pai et al. 2024 and El Kohli et al. 2023. And it has given me technique utilized. So as I have mentioned, which specific optimization the authors are using. So they were using the optimization based home energy management system. In second paper, they might have used AI enhanced FPGA. So it is field programmable gate array hardware for isolated microgrids with experimental validation. This is the first parameter. Now I'll slowly scroll it. The second parameter is key finding. So you see how it has given us a very detailed key finding, followed by the research gap because I have asked it. So it lacks the real time experimental validation. See, this is very important. The very first research gap, since I have mentioned it is a applied sciences journal, it is open access journal by MDPI. So one of the research gap which it is giving is lacks real time experimental validation. Also, uncertainty in renewable generation. So mainly when renewable resources like solar and wind are included, we often ignore the uncertainties. But uncertainties, they are very crucial part of renewables, which can make the scheduling very problematic if not properly taken care. So maybe the authors have not utilized or they have not emphasized much on the uncertainty aspect. That is why it is mentioning in the research gap, and this is followed by the high. So authors might have tested this on a small scale system, so that is why it is giving like scalability to community level or a multi home systems remains unexplored. So again, for the second paper also, it is mentioning that long-term adaptability and scalability is not addressed properly. So fourth aspect which I have asked is novelty aspect. So you see, again, they have given, the ChatGPT has given systematic integration of V2H. V2H is nothing but vehicle to home. So V2H with hybrid backup storage in a resilience oriented home energy management system framework, explicitly addressing the energy independence and outage scenarios in green residential buildings. And for second paper also, it has given the novelty aspect. So you see, directly it has given us a literature review summary table, and there is one copy table option here which you can see on the right hand pane, where I put my cursor right now. You can just copy this table. You can open a blank word file, you can paste it accordingly, you can style it in Times New Roman because this will be generated in a different font styling, so that all those settings you can do, and it is a ready-made thing which is available to you. All you did is you have given a prompt. So this is for demonstration purpose. Now what I will do is I will slightly complicate this, and I'm going to give this the first and second I have already given. So I am going to give another four papers. So again, I am going to modify my prompt. First, I'll just tell, I'll greet it once. Thanks. Kindly give me. So I'll just copy from here. So I have given another, four papers. Thanks. Kindly give me literature review summary of the following papers. Yeah, and I'll give this prompt. So again, it is again. See, you have to you note this point. Initially, I have given, that is why I have sequenced it so that time will not get wasted because this is only 1 hour session, so I cannot emphasize much. That is why I have, sequenced it in numerical order, like what we do usually in research papers. So I have given for in the previous prompt, I have given this one and two, first and second research papers, and now I have given three, four, five, six. So you can see it is by default it is saying it is a research grade literature review summary for papers 3 to 6. So no need to scratch your heads in sequencing the reference also structure exactly around the key parameters you specified, and it has given again in all the for all the four papers it has given the technique utilized, it has given the key findings, research gap, and followed by the novelty aspect. So direct, kept few other papers. So directly you can give all this prompt in just one prompt. It is going to give you a summarized table for whichever parameter you will mention. Just you have to give a prompt, that's it. But one very important point I am going to tell you here is the problem is if you directly copy this table in a Word file or in a LaTeX, whichever way you are using, then there may be a chance then that there will be AI detection. So what AI detection is, it is not exactly the plagiarism. Plagiarism, we already know from long back that plagiarism will happen if we directly copy and paste any theoretical content or any figures or any equation which is already published in some avenue. So that is our plagiarism. So of course we should avoid. So now AI detection will happen. So whatever we are having the summary of table here right now in front of our screen, this is not a plagiarized material. No, this is only written by AI. So when you check, when you check its similarity, I am sure that plagiarism is not going to bother you much, but AI detection will be very very high because in front of you only I have utilized, I have obtained all this summary from directly from a AI tool. So what you can do is instead of going through every paper, so suppose this third paper, instead of going very very minutely with its PDF and what they have written, you can follow this step only. But when you copy this table and you are going to paste this in your Word file before consolidating the literature section or related work section, I strongly suggest you to just fine tune these lines. So suppose what I am trying to say is instead of copy pasting this as it is, you can slightly change this in your own word because you know, right? In particular, sixth paper, which technique they have utilized. Yeah, now you know. It is one of the nature-inspired optimization technique, which is African vulture-based optimization algorithm. So now you know. So directly, instead of writing all these things as it is, you can write optimization algorithm based on African vulture. That's it. So you have hardly spent less than 10 seconds in fine tuning this, and I can assure you that there will is not going to be any AI detection, even if you check that particular file with leading softwares like Turnitin and Authenticate. These are the two softwares which are very, very trusted and robust, which is generally utilized by all the high reputed journal editors. So editorial office will use those software only. So you can easily bypass the AI detection. But if you copy and paste this as it is, then definitely there will be an AI detection. So this is something with regard to the literature survey part. So now coming back to the slide. So again, see, traditional, if we go by the traditional way, there will be a deep conceptual analysis and hypothesis driven research, which will take week to months time. So especially if you are preparing your dissertation, there is not going to be very less reference. It is going to be more than 100, references. So it is going to consume your weeks or months. But when you go with the AI based technologies, it can be completed in a day. Yeah, trust me, it can be completed within a day. And all you have to do is to fine tune this so that you can bypass the AI detection. Also, if you go by the traditional way, it is usually limited by the human reading capacity. But when it comes to AI, it can process thousands of papers instantly. So you have seen when I have given the prompt, it didn't took even 1 second also. It has given you the desired output within fraction of second. And So this is the comparison between the literature review approach based on traditional and AI based methods. So now what we are going to do is also how it can be. It is going to become the how we can leverage the same technology with for enhancing our few images. I'm going to show you quickly because just now I have seen my clock is already 2:40, so I'll do it quickly. So see, these are some of the figures which I have extracted from my own papers. Actually, it is a student paper, so you know how a student will always try to escape, right? They'll not put their heart and soul. So this is one figure which they have drawn with some of the software, but I didn't like this figure very much. So I asked them to enhance the quality of figure, because when you submit a paper in any journal with this figure, definitely you are going to get one comment from reviewer and editor to enhance the quality of this figure. So what you can do instead is, I have just copied that image and I have pasted it here, and I am going to give a prompt. Please give me an a modified version of this attached figure without changing its content. Please change the arrow colors to purple and fill light pink color as background for all the boxes. So I have given this prompt, and I will also write one more line in this. Ensure that the modified figure is is up, appealing and journal ready. So I'll just give this prompt. Let's see what will happen. So currently it is analyzing the image, and you can see in a blur version already it is doing the its work behind the curtains, and we are going to see what ChatGPT is going to give us. So this is our reference image, or original image, which my students have drawn through some software, and it is right now it is creating the image based on the prompt which I have given. So just let's wait and see. Yes, you see, these technologies are so capable that I have not given any figure caption. I have not given any figure caption, but it has already given a caption based on its own understanding. It has already given a caption which is wireless EV charging system diagram. It has already given the caption. So we'll see whether it is up to our expectation or not, that we will see. Yeah, so slowly it is partially it is visible. I hope that soon it is going to give us the image. Yeah, so without wasting any time, I can say, yeah, so here is the image. So you see, as per the prompt, I asked it to give the arrow colors to purple. It has given the all the arrows to purple color. I have also asked to, fill the background as light pink color. All boxes and background is in light pink. And I asked also that to ensure the modified figure is appealing and journal ready. So it has given us the picture. So I'll just click on it. I will copy this image and I'll paste in my source file from where I have obtained this image. Just a minute. I think I must save this first. Yeah. So I saved this figure. I will quickly open this. Yeah, this is my image. I will copy this image. I'll go back to my source file and I'm going to paste it and I'm going to resize it a bit. I'll center align it. And I want all of you to just analyze. I'll try to zoom out this. Just analyze that which was our original figure, this one, and how it has given me within 1 or 2 minutes without changing any single content, because I have specifically mentioned that retain the content as it is, and therefore it has given the same content which was there within my previous figure. So I think all of you will agree with me that whether this picture will look very elegant and appealing or this figure. So trust me, I have not taken this image from any XYZ published material. No, that is something which is going to violate the ethics. So this is one image of my own paper only. But since it was not very much appealing and it was not journal ready, I have modified this figure with AI tool. Likewise, we are just going to have another demonstration. This figure is also from the same paper which my students have drawn it. And it is okay. It is not very bad also. It is fine. But the problem is, again, it is not giving me the appeal and elegance which I was expecting. So again, I'll copy this. I'll go back. I'll give one prompt. I'll give one prompt. Please give me a modified version of the attached figure without changing its content. Also, please change the arrow colors to pink and fill light purple color as a background for all the boxes. Ensure that the modified figure is appealing and journal ready, and I'll give this prompt. So again, it is going to analyze this image and hopefully it is going to convert this image based on our expectation. So we'll wait for a while. Yeah, so but by its own capability, it has detected the caption as the suitable caption may be smart energy management system flowchart. That's it. That is what the AI tool has automatically detected. So we'll see that whether the figure is up to our expectation or not. Anytime we can do the fine tuning, anytime we can do any other modification also. But since we are on a clock, I will just demonstrate this much to you. And, I'll encourage you to, explore these sources. You explore these sources, then only you will come to know that how capable these generative pre-trained transformers are. So you see, already it will started giving us the partial image, and yeah, so I have given these three blocks in my sensor network directly, but it has given the arrow by itself. and it has followed my prompt in which I said arrow colors to pink. So my all the arrow colors are pink and fill light purple color. So again, I'll quickly click this, I'll save it. And upon saving, I will open this again. And yeah, and I'm going to copy this image. Copy, and I will paste it in my source file. So you can see the difference. You can easily see the difference. This is the reference image, which is generated by my own students. They have only created it, but the elegance and appearance was slightly missing. And this is the figure which the AI has given to you. So it has not changed any content. And as compared to this figure, I think most of you will agree with me that this figure looks a lot more appealing. Now, quickly coming to the next figure, because one of our topic is also the data interpretation. So I'll copy this figure and I will give the prompt. Can you please extract the data from the attached figure precisely? I have given the prompt, and first what I will do is, see, right now it is analyzing the image. I show you the original image which I have given. So this is the image in which actually it was a global market share 14 to 2023. So this is axis. There are years which has been mentioned, since it is mentioned from 2012 to 24. But if you minutely, if you observe, the data is given for 2014 to 2023, right? And on the y-axis, it was market share in percentage in the range of 0 to 18%. So this is what I have asked the AI tool to extract the data and see what it has given. So you can see, based on a careful visual extraction of the plotted data points from the provided figure, market share versus year, the underlying data set can be reconstructed as follows. The values are read directly from the marker position relative to the axis sticks. Now you see 2014.5. We'll go back to the reference image. See, it's 2014 and it is exactly 0.5. 2015.7. So 2015.7. Like this, the trend has followed. And if I see the reference figure, 2023 must be 16, right? Because it is on the white tick, 16. We'll see 2023 15.8. This is what I wanted you to emphasize. 2023, if you see, it looks like 16, right? But since I have mentioned precisely in my prompt, even it has given the exact value, 15.8 only. Likewise, for 2022 year, the global market share was 12.9%. Just come back to the reference figure and you will going to observe this 2022 is 12.9. It's not 13. See, easily we can say this is 13, right? Because it is lying in between 12 and 14. But just because of that one word prompt of precisely, it gave me a exact value. And it has given you actually more details which you have asked. I have only asked the data extraction. That's it. So this is enough. But on precision, it has given various other insights which you are actually, or which we are actually not expecting. Now, also you see what it is given us in the follow-up. If you want, I can recreate this plot in publication quality vector format. EPS is considered as the most high resolution format, or also there is one more format which is called as TIFF, no compression. So usually when I will submit any paper in the journals, I will ensure that my figures are either in the EPS extension or TIFF format, so that there will be highest possible resolution of that particular picture. So in that format only it can give you, that is what it is telling. Explore the data as Excel. It can give you in the Excel format, CSV format, or MATLAB compatible format, and fit a growth model, linear exponential logistic, and report statistical metrics. Please tell me how you intend to use the extracted data, journal figure, forecasting, or comparison. So it has given us more than what we asked. We have only given the reference figure. We have only asked a one line prompt, and see how much details it has given. So always it is, it is recommended that if you like the response, or if it is up to your expectation, always gives a thumbs up. So actually you are training the particular AI tool that you are liking the response. Likewise, if you don't like this response, so suppose, since it is as per our expectation, but suppose it is not as per our expectation, or there is some error which you have identified, immediately you can give a bad response. So next time it is going to save it in its particular memory. So as long as you are chatting in this particular tab in which we are doing this right now, in this tab it is going to be retained in its memory, and always it is going to give you a as much as good response as you are expecting. So this is something with regard to how you can leverage these technologies with respect to the literature survey, to enhance the quality of your pictures, and also to for extracting any data which you require. So again, coming to the relevance of technical writing, it can give you the also, since I have emphasized much based on the topic of the session, but again, it can give you anything and almost everything it can give you. It can structure introductions for you. It can give you a detailed methodology. It can, give you a logical way how you can sequence your research paper. It can retain the academic tone also. It can improve clarity as much as possible. But just keep one point in your mind, which I have mentioned, I think, twice or thrice, that if you copy the text as it is from the AI tool, there will be AI detection. And honestly, if time permitted me, I would have shown you some more demonstration. But since we are on a clock, I have to limit myself with respect to the elaboration. So it is always nice to okay, it is fine if you are copy and pasting, but always fine tune it properly. So again, it is always recommended to utilize these technologies in a responsible manner, and avoiding the plagiarism and text recycling, and also maintaining the transparency in AI-based assisted workflows. So, data interpretation, when it comes to data interpretation, it can give you the exact extraction which we have seen just now, and it can detect any anomaly as well. It can also perform sensitivity analysis for you, and also it can help you in giving the pattern recognition in complex and high dimensional data sets in which tons data are involved. So there are certain challenges which is also associated with AI. So, but there might be the algorithm bias or data dependency, and also if there will be a loss of critical thinking. Sometimes you have to fine tune it. You have to keep on fine tuning it if you are not getting your desired response as per your expectation. So coming to the conclusion, it can certainly enhance the research productivity across domains. it is ethical and responsible use is also very, very quintessential. And it can continuously, we should update the skills and awareness. So see, if we don't use, how we can expect our if some student will come through the generated, as it is generated content from chat gpt or any AI tool, and they will submit the project report to us, we may not be going to detect it if we are not using it. So only if we are using it responsibly and we are keeping up ourselves updated, then only we are going to point that out, that no, you cannot copy as it is. You can always take the data from these tools. That is why these technologies are there with us. But you should not copy paste as it is. You should always fine tune those things so that it is come as per your expectation. And we can leverage AI to intensify all these writing and performing literature survey. And finally, human expertise only remains central because we are the one who has developed this technology. And it is expected that AI is not going to replace human intelligence, but it is going to be a co-pilot and a assistant to us. It is going to assist us. Then, yeah, these are few of the other slides which I have kept, but since I think it is time, so I'll just conclude this quickly by mentioning that AI-based technological advancement will only leverage the research productivity by improvising the traditional way of writing. So, with this note, I'd like to end my session, and I'm open to any questions if you have. We can discuss. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Panda, sir. Yeah. Now I request the participants if there are any questions.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Very good afternoon.
Yes, sir. So I have a question, sir. Sir, of course, we can use ChatGPT for research methodology and all these process. But what is the reliability? How can we rely on the results? Again, we have to cross check.
Yeah, madam. So this is very one of the very pertinent question which you have asked, and in the third slide, I have just skipped this. So you can see even I have mentioned this in one of my slide. Yeah. So now what we are emphasizing is we should maintain a hybridized approach. So earlier what we were doing is it was only human centric. So whatever we are doing, be it a literature review or a methodology aspect or a result and discussion section, we are doing everything on our own based on the few available material in the literature. So that is why it was human centric. Now these technologies are there with us, but we cannot completely rely on it. Of course, it is going to give us a very, very accurate response, but 100% accuracy is never guaranteed. That is why even in chat gpt or in any AI tool, you will see one disclaimer they will give in the very, very end of the page. They will give one disclaimer that chat gpt can make mistakes. It is not 100% accurate. So even they are giving this disclaimer. So that is why it is always nice to have a hybrid combination where you can perform your own analysis and then you can ask the AI to cross verify whether it is correct or whether there is any anomaly. So when you follow this two-way approach, maximum possible chances are you are going to prevent most of the inaccuracies, and you are going to avoid any possible anomalies which might have resulted during your research work. So this is what I will suggest, to always cross verify in either way. If you are going in a manual way, cross verify with AI. If you are doing the things with AI, cross verify on your own. So either way, you have to cross verify to avoid these kind of inaccuracies. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, very good afternoon.
Sir, my doubt is, sir, I am doing research, sir. Uh, Sir, if I have written a paper which is not published, sir, yet to be
Okay.
published. If such paper is keep it in the ChatGPT, can we search anything, any information to want to know more about it? Is safe in mode or not, sir?
Yeah, so again, this is this is one question which usually whenever I discuss this topic, they will ask me. This is very pertinent question once again. So see, what I will suggest you is uh, don't avoid uploading your complete paper in ChatGPT, because honestly, I use these technologies for my own forming literature with all of you. So definitely, I will not suggest
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
I hope he has some signal problem, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. So, so we sincerely thank Dr. Anubhav Kumar Pandey, sir, for his highly informative and practical session on AI for research productivity. The session offered valuable insights into using AI for literature review, academic writing, and data interpretation. We truly appreciate his time, expertise, and enriching interaction. Thank you, sir, for a wonderful and impactful session. Now, coming to the session. So, second session will be handled by Lokendra Singh Umrao, sir. Sir, can I start introducing Lokendra, sir? Am I audible?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Let
Namaskar, sir.
me go through your brief intro. Later, you can start the session, sir. Okay. Now it is our pleasure
yeah.
to
So I
begin
think there
session two
was
of
some
yes.
connectivity issue was there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think I have not completed the answer to the participant's question. So just I will take 30 seconds and I'll conclude.
Yeah,
Is
sure,
that
sir.
fine,
Sure,
Kiran?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah. So what I suggest you is you don't directly upload your entire manuscript in any of the AI tool. That is, you should always refrain yourself, because that is one thing which I will always do. I will always refrain myself from uploading the complete manuscript in ChatGPT, especially if it is an unpublished work. What instead you can do is you can give some keywords, you can give some relevant paragraphs, you can give the titles, and you can ask that this is the work which I have performed, and can you please give me some additional insights or suggestions so that I can improve this work, so that it will be a journal ready publication. Like that you can ask. So I guess whatever limited information you will give, it is going to give you a exact response which you are expecting. But always refrain yourself from uploading the complete paper to avoid the AI detection. Otherwise, the problem is reducing plagiarism is very challenging, but it is somehow manageable. But reducing AI content is a Herculean task. It is very difficult. So once it is getting AI detected, it becomes very difficult. So yeah, that is what I suggest you. Always refrain from uploading your entire manuscript in these AI tools. So yeah,
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Now it is our pleasure to begin session 2 of the day 3. We are honored to welcome Dr. Lokendra Singh Umrao, Associate Professor in the Department of CSE at Madan Mohan Malviya University of Technology, Gorakhpur. Dr. Umrao obtained his BTech from KNIT Sultanpur, MTech from MANIT Bhopal, and PhD from IIT BHU Varanasi. He has 14 years of rich teaching experience in reputed engineering institutions of Uttar Pradesh. His research interests include algorithms, high performance computing, Internet of Things, and blockchain technology. Today, he will be delivering an expert lecture on prompt engineering techniques for academic and research applications. Sir, we warmly welcome you and look forward to an insightful session. May I now request Dr. Lokendra Singh to kindly take over the session.
Thank
Sir.
you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So I am going to share the screen.
Okay, sir.
So it is visible to all of you.
Yes, yes, sir. It is visible, sir. Your screen shared, sir.
Actually, yeah. Actually, I generate the PPT from the chat GPT. So today's topic on the based of how you can use the prompt engineering, which is going to be help in research and teaching skills. So, yeah. So what is the meaning of prompt? Prompt means how can you enter the text into the chat GPT or any other prompt devices. So there are number of, from the last 1 decades, the number of tools available for the research and academic purposes. So one of the example of the generative AI, which is used in many of the fields in teaching, learning, research. So what does the meaning of generative AI? Generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that creates new original contents like text or in the form of images, code, music, or videos by learning patterns from vast data sets powered by deep learning or large models. It uses prompt, it means text commands, to generate novel outputs, making it useful for content creation, drug discovery, game development, and transforming many industries. So there are a number of users of these fields. So after completing this session, the participant will understand how LM interpret prompts, how can you give the inputs for the better outputs. How can you design effective academic prompts most of the engineering institutes or universities goes for the NIF ranking or number of so how can you apply the prompt engineering in teaching, research, publications, and R&D, and how can you use it ethically and responsibility? Copying anything from the sources, or you if you cannot change it, or you can use as it, you can go for the theft for some things. So why this FDP is important? Rapid adaptation of AI tools in many universities, research labs, and R&D. So how can you use it effectively? The prompt engineering, it is very much useful. How can you give the input to the desired systems, and how can you get the desired output? And faculties and researchers must control AI output quality. You are going to search in Google's, they are going to give the number of outputs. So which one is the best suited for you? So always give some keywords. So they will provide some meaningful outputs, avoid misuse and hallucinations. So prompt engineering is becoming a core digital literacy skills nowadays. Most of the faculties, most of the students using these technologies. So this is the basic building blocks of the generative AI. How through the prompts, you can give the text, images, or video as the input. Then after the scenes, the generative AI processes with the help of the data sets and provide you the desired output. So they are using number of algorithms for this purpose. So these are the some content creations. So you can use 7 type of inputs. First one is the as a text, images, videos, audio or music, synthetic data, code or art. So these are the inputs. So with the help of these inputs, you can create your contents, desired contents in any fields or for the purpose of the research or teaching purposes. So AI generates new contents with the help of the inputs based on probability, not rule-based logics. So the Google searches on the rule-based logic, but the ChatGPT or any other tool, Gemini, these provide the probability-based outputs. So for the content creation, one can use ChatGPT, Copilot, DALL-E, or Data Insights. So there are a number of tools available in the markets. So what are the large language models, how they can work and how they will train the data sets. So I already told you the deep learning systems or deep learning neural networks trained on available on books, journals, code repositories, and web skill text. So with the help of the deep neural networks, they learn from the different sources. After that, they will provide the language structures, semantic meanings. Semantic meaning means overall meaning of the programs and reasoning patterns. So how can you provide the next token predictions based on the historical analysis? So in the figure, you can see the basic building blocks of the LLM, how it works. So they uses the cryptographic analysis, encoder and decoder. So they will encode your text, and then after that they will provide you the desired outputs. So, but every technology have some limitations also. So one of the limitations is the hallucinations. So sometimes you enter some inputs, but always they will not produce the right answers. So very much carefully you have to read what they have provided. No true understanding. Sometimes you provide some inputs, but they will interpret something else, and they will provide according to your that understandings. Knowledge cutoff. Sometimes you provide less amount of keywords. Sensitive to prompt wording. So whatever you are using the words, that is the main concern to getting the desired output. So what is the prompt engineering? So prompt engineering divided into the 5 key components. First one is the prompt, which is used for the as an input, context, relevant background provided to influence the response. What you have going to provide into the prompt. Most of the time they are using the natural language processing. So you can give input at any languages. So the number of languages are available in the prompt. You can give Hindi, English, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Urdu, whatever. So as per the requirements, what you are providing as input, they will provide the output. Specific data sets to improve AI model performance. So most of the time or always they will provide some data sets. So they are always going to refine their data sets. Then priming, additional context and instructions to provide superior results. So suppose they are providing some results, but they are not too much consistent. So you can give some more inputs for the refinement. So what are the basic definitions of that? The practice of crafting structured, precise input to guide AI models towards accurate, reliable, and task-specific outputs. So you have to provide some special keywords for the accurate and reliable. It means fault-free results. So prompt, what does prompt? Prompt just like as the programs, like you are doing the coding in C and C++, you have to write some code. So it works as just like as the instructions you are providing to the systems, in which context you are providing the instructions, and how can you set these instructions for the better results. If you are providing the poor inputs, they will provide the poor outputs. So if you want an expert level output, so you have to use the ChatGPT or Gemini or any other generative AI tools. So what is the main purpose of the academic excellence? You know, right now, most of the students not going to read the books. They need some quick response, whatever they are learning. Each and every teachers know that most of the students not going to the read books. Before we can see in the last 10 years, they are going to learn from the portals or online courses. So how can you provide the, or how can you improve the teaching qualities? So with the help of the LLM tools, you can explain the quality of the teaching learning domains, research summarizations, algorithmic descriptions. So with the help of these tools, you can save your time and load. You know, each and every person have very much loaded in the academic or industries sectors. So with the help of these techniques, you can save your time, which is best suited for the teaching, writing of your research papers, or any basic purpose, which with the help of these techniques, you can generate some documents in very quick manner. So these are the very simple ideas. How can you provide the instructions in this context? So you can see with the help of the examples, classifies the text into neutral, negative, or positive. Suppose you have given an input, I think the food was okay. So with the you can I think I am going to share one more screen, the prompt engineering. The chat GPT is visible this screen or not? This screen is visible.
Visible, sir.
for the-
Visible, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, visible, sir.
Okay. So I think the food was okay. I am typing, I think okay. I typed the text, I think the food was okay. So, you know, they are providing two responses. So you can see one response. Here are a few alternative ways to say, I think the food was okay, depending on tone and context. So in the neutral or simple way, you can already say the food was fine, or the food was acceptable, or the food was decent. So the one sentence, you can use the alternative way to represent. The second answer is some slight polite or formal ways. I found the food to be satisfactory, or the food met expectations, or overall the food was reasonable. The third answer is mildly positive. The food was fairly good. The food was okay overall. the food was enjoyable enough. Some critical review are also there. The food was okay, but nothing exceptional. Means you are going to say the food is ordinary. The food was fine, though it could be improved. So you have to provide some suggestion with polite manner. The food was acceptable, but not memorable. Means you are just going to generalize the food. So ChatGPT or LM provides some indicators of the output. So, but as a human, you have to decide what you have to choose, because they are providing the answer with the data sets what they have. So how you provide the good input. So the good prompt contains the role, task, context, input data, output format, and constraint. So all these 6 contents must be you have to use in your input text. So with the help of these prompt, you can get the desired output. So basically, we can divide it into 2 parts: weak and strong prompt. Weak means explain machine learning. You are just type in your prompt, just define machine learning. It is very simple way. So they will provide number of things. Suppose I have to write yeah. So it will provide number of things from basic to the advanced topics. So you can see they have to provide, because those who are belongs to the computer science field or engineering fields know the machine learning is the branch of AI, or deep learning is the subset of machine learning and AI. So it will provide how it works. You can see through the prompt. Then type of machine learning: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, reinforcement learning. So it has provide 4 types of learning, and where we can use machine learning. So there are number of fields, application areas: healthcare, finance, education, natural language processing, computer vision. Then what are the advantages and disadvantages, or limitations and conclusions? After that, he provides some suggestions. Explain ML in very simple words. So it will minimize some. Or you can say explain ML within 250 words. Or you can say explain ML with the help of the diagrams, or compare ML, AI, or deep learning. You can see, so it have provide 4 suggestions. So if you are not going to provide, or if you are providing a generalized syntax, so it will provide number of things. What does the meaning of the strong prompt? So suppose we are going the input as explain supervised machine learning to final year engineering students using example and equations within 200 words. So we are going to type. So it will minimize what you want, what is your need. So it have provided some mathematical equations, some examples of linear regressions, or logistic regressions, like that. So they have provided, because supervised machine learning have uses most of the time in teaching learning, linear regression and logic regression. They have provided some basic ideas or basic formulas. How can you use it in medical and image classification and predictions? So for this strong prompt, you have to finalize what you need. So you have to provide some questions, not in the generalized way. So there are 5 types of prompting. Zero shot prompting. Zero shot means you just provide little bit things. There's no need of examples. So you can see in the one short prompt, single example provided, improves formatting and clarity. So next one is the one shot, means with the help of the definition, you have to provide the examples. Few shot prompting, it means you have to provide some more examples. So you can best for the classifications, and if you want to result in the form of tables and structured outputs, so you can use this one prompting. Role-based prompting, it is for the just if one of the faculty members, he can role-based memory is how you can use this phenomena. Suppose you are a major general reviewer or of AI security, so it will provide some basic ideas of domain experts. Next is the chain of thought prompting. Suppose you are going to give some ideas, then based on the outputs, you can go through the some inputs. We can see the examples. Suppose, yeah. So in the previous examples, we have given the question, explain supervised machine learning to final year engineering students using example and equations within 200 words. After that, he is providing some examples. So suppose you are going to type medical diagnosis. So just you have to type medical diagnosis. It will understand that from the previous questions, it will correlate it. So it means you want to example of medical diagnosis in the context of machine learning. So it will provide a number of things. How can you provide the input data? So every medical images with the help of the X-ray, MRI, or a number of things. So you can take as an input. After that, the data analysis, they will provide what you have. Suppose you have a diabetes issues or another issues, they will provide. So, and where we can use these applications in the healthcare sectors, cancer detection, heart disease, COVID-19, tumor classifications, like that. So this is called LLM multi-step reasoning stage. What they are providing, after that you can provide some questions, they will refine the answers. So it will provide, it is going to increase step-by-step reasoning. What you have get the output, that output will work as input to the next questions. So you have to provide some logic, mathematical clarity, and algorithmic explanations. Next is the decomposition prompting. Decomposition means you have to decompose your problems into multiple parts. So based on the problem understanding, assumptions, method, and evaluations, you have to provide these things to the prompt. Next one is the iterative prompting. So iterative means just like as a loop, it will work as a loop. Initial prompt, then evaluation response, then refine the prompt, then repeat the process again and again until you cannot get the desired output. You have to repeat these steps again and again. So we can divide it into 5 steps. First step is initial prompt creations, what you are going to give the input. Then your prompt analyze the results. After that, they will refine the prompt, further refinement if needed. Then in the last stage, you have to evaluate the iterations. So it will not generate your output in one shot. So experts iterate multiple times. If you need some results, some best results, you have to iterate or you have to refine again and again. So there are number of fields you can use the prompt. One of the application of the teaching applications. How can you use prompt engineering in teaching? So if as a teacher, in the starting of the semester, you have to design some lesson planning. for the lesson planning, you can use a number of tools available. Magic School, QPod, TV. Then you can refine the teaching materials. Then how can you assess the students? Then how can you improve your productivity? Then how can you teach with creativity? So there are number of things available in the LLM models. Number of tools are available. So 5 AI basically you can use for the lesson plan generations. First one is the Polymath AI. Second one is the lesionplans.ai. Next is the ChatGPT, which is very much common. Then next one is the Clue.ai. The last one is the Auto Classmate. So these are the 5 tools available for the lesson plan generation. If you are going to from the last decade, most of the faculties using these tools for the lecture plans. If you are going to generate manually, it will take a huge amount of time to generate the lecture plans for the one semesters. So these 5 tools are used for lecture planning, examples, assessment, and student feedbacks. So how can you generate? So I already told you, you have to suppose they are going. I am going to take one example. Yes. Yeah. Create a 90-minute lecture plan on deep learning with objective examples and exercises. So what they are going to plan? According to the 90 minutes, they will generate the materials. So as the output, they have decided lecture title, Introduction to Deep Learning, duration 90 minutes, target audience, final year engineering students, which belongs to CS, IT, AI, or data science students. So what they have, you can see they have also decided which topic, how can time to have, you have to provide it, learning objectives, motivation and background, then artificial neural networks, then deep neural networks, like that. So one of the topic you have provided, you have to specify. You can see if you want these things for the NPA or NEP purposes. If you providing the syllabus to the prompt, it will generate the output as per your university or institute syllabus or content. So what you have gathered is structured content, time allocation, teaching flow. So you can see in the prompt engineering, you have to find out all these things, which topics as per the 90 minutes allocations, they have to provide which topics, how much time you have been allocated. Next is the question paper designing. So some universities allowed MCQ, some allowed and short question, some case studies, or you have to prepare question papers in the Bloom's taxonomy. So I am going to give the input. Yes. Generate questions across Bloom's taxonomy for CNN, convolutional neural networks. As per your choice, you can give your topics to the prompt. It will generate the output. So below is the sample questions on CNN, which is mapped to the Bloom's taxonomy for the final engine. So Bloom's taxonomy have 5 to 6 credentials. First is the knowledge based, then comprehension based, then application based, analysis based, evaluation based, and synthesis. So they are the 6 criteria of the Bloom's taxonomy. So they have to provide the questions on all 6 patterns. What are, so What are the some questions? Define, state, what? These are the knowledge-based questions. Some are the comprehension-based, and then some application means where we can use these area of research. Some analysis-based, then evaluation-based, then synthesis-based. So these are the question patterns. Next is the personalized student support. So you can simplify some explanation. Remedial learning, some of the students are too weak, then you have to provide another materials. Or some students have the doubt for the clarification, so you can take the extra classes for teaching learning purposes. So according to criteria or choices, you can choose it. The next domain of the prompt is research applications. So how can you use prompt engineering for the research? So a student or faculty have to prepare some manuscript for the research purposes. So these are the basic building blocks, how it works. So I'm going through the main concerns. So every research paper's main concern is the how you review the literatures, then writing assistance, peer review simulations, then methodology refinement. These are the main concerns for writing the research papers. So first one is the literature review. When we are going to doing the research, so first one is the literature review. You have to study the previous year papers, what they are doing, or what was the results. So I have write one of the thing in prompt, summarize key research trend in adversarial ML from 2020 to 2024. So it will provide 5 years research literature review, what they have did, or what are the current scenario, what authors from the last 5 years did in this field. So they have provided evolving adversarial attack taxonomy, robust defense mechanism, domain-specific AML research. So these are some ideas from the last 5 years, 2020 to 2024. So in the summary, you can see it have provided 5 things. Richer attack strategies across domains, more sophisticated and hybrid defenses, domain-specific vulnerabilities, IoT, network security, XDI. So they have provided some results, domain-specific. Next one is the how can you find the research gap from the previous studies. So identify unresolved challenges in interaction detection system. So you have to provide your proposal writing or problem formulation to the prompt. It will generate you the unresolved challenges. So the help of the prompt. The next stage is the paper writing support. So how can you draft your abstract, contribution framing? You already did some practical experiments, but how can you refine it? How can you represent it to the research papers? How can you technical clarities? So with the help of these things, with the help of the prompt, you can generalize it. One of the more thing is human authorship is mandatory. So these are just a helping tools. So with the help of these tools, you can take some ideas. How can you, if you are providing some code or you are providing some algorithms, it will generate some theoretical explanations. So with the help of this explanation, how to write these things in your papers, it will provide. It also provides some explain equations initially. So if you are providing some equations, it will generate some theoretical conceptual manners. So these algorithms, how these algorithms works, you can study from the prompt. If you have some simulation results, so you have to provide some results to the prompt. It will provide you to the how where you can improve your results. Next thing is the how can you use prompt in industry and R&D sectors. So in these sectors, how can you provide technical documentations? How can you review the code? And how can you analyze the historical analysis, means market analysis? So these things, so if you are going to provide, if you want to generate some technical document, so which every organization or every university have some SOP. There are some design specific documentations. So if you are providing these templates to the prompt, they will provide you the proper documentation with the explanations. Then next one, the code generation optimizations. If you have some algorithms and you are not able to generate some code with these things, you can generate the code also, but not sure it will 100% run on your systems. So you have to read one by one. Then one more thing, you can optimize these codes from one code to the another code. Suppose you have write C code, you can convert it into C++ code or Java or any other programming languages. So one more things. All these things, ethics and response, how can use AI with efficient or ethical manners, because plagiarism is the main concern. Those who are writing the research papers or preparing some documents, fabrications or over reliance on AI, it is too dangerous. Without proper use of contents, or you are going to number of tools available in the market. Suppose you are going to convert some paper into with the help of the Grammarly or any other paraphrasing tools. It is totally unethical. You have to do your experiments, find out some results. You can take some help. How can you write or how can you organize your papers? That is the main purpose of the AI. Otherwise, academic integrity is the main concern, because responsible AI uses in academia is very much concerned, because transparency, disclosure, human in the loop, verification of the output, all these things are the main concern. So awareness of AI is main the concern. When you are going to submit some papers into the journals, you have to read journal guidelines, university policies. Most of the universities have AI detection tools. So before submitting the papers, you can use all these things. So what are the best practices of the prompt? Be explicit. Provide specific input to the prompt. Define your role, what you have. You are a teacher or a student or an administrator or project manager. Specify format, in which format you need results or output. If they are not providing the desired output, you have to provide or add some constraint for the best results. If they are not providing the best result, you have to iterate the same process again and again for the refinement. Quality check is the main concern. You have to read the documents. Sometimes they will provide some grammatical mistakes. So you have to read all the contents specifically. There are some common prompting mistakes: vague instructions, overloaded prompts, missing context, blind test in output. So you have to provide the clear instructions to the prompt, or do not write too much, like as a paragraph, or do not miss the context, in which context you need the answers. Do not trust on the blind outputs. Once they have provided some output, you have to read carefully. If you have some confusions, you have to provide once again as input. There are some future directions of the prompt engineering where you can use. So nowadays, AI agents. With the help of AI agents, you can generate more specific outputs. They will provide some autonomous research assistance, prompt to workflow systems, in which purpose you need the workflow for the research or for the R&D or for the teaching learning purposes. So you can compare it. So prompt engineering as academic skills. So these tools are very much useful for the time consuming process. How can you save your time? Programming skills, scientific writing will be part of curriculum or research methodologies. How can use how can use these techniques for the beneficial in the field of research, teaching, learning, and R&D sectors. So there are some key takeaways. Prompt engineering means control mechanism. What you want, you have to specify each and everything clearly. So which if you are providing the clear input, they will provide the quality output. So these prompt is nowadays essential for the teaching, research, and industries. So you can see yes. From the previous examples, we can see they have provided summarized key research trends in adversarial ML. So, but these things they have taken from sources. So you need citations. So you have to provide citations. Yes. Yes. Just write citations. So it will correct to the previous answers. Yes. So first one paragraph. Taxonomy and standardizations. It is taken from NIST, the paper Adversarial Machine Learning, a taxonomy and terminology of attacks and mitigations. You can click to this source. Yes. So you find some paper. Yes. There is a paper which is published in January 4, 2024. So you can read this paper. They will provide some from where they have taken. Yes. Next is the attack and defense survey. So this is another paper you can see. Yes. Cornell University Defense and Adversarial Machine Learning, a survey. It is published in we can see 13 December 2023. So it will provide it produces results from which is he has taken the source industry. So it is taken the Science Direct portal adversarial machine learning in industry is systematic literature review. It is published in October 2024. So it takes the data from these sources. So these are some more representative academic references. If you are using into APA or IEEE format, it will also generate these things. Yeah. Next paper is from Springer Nature Link, Adversarial Machine Learning, a review of methods, tools, and critical industry sectors. It has been published in 3 May 2025. Yes. So with the help of the some hands-on, these tools are very much useful in the field of education, teaching, research and industry. Before going to finalize the output, you have to compare the output from the different domains, and you can always refine your outputs after reading the output from the inputs, then refine the things again and again. So it is all about the prompt engineering techniques for academic and research applications. Any questions from the audience?
Yeah, I request the audience participants to ask any questions and queries.
हेलो
Yeah.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि क्या लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल का यूज करके हम अपने रिसर्च में इसका यूज कर सकते हैं?
देखिए, आप इसको हेल्प ले सकते हैं, आप किसी भी कंटेंट को एज इट नहीं ले सकते हैं। जैसे मैंने
जी
बताया था कि जैसे मान लीजिए आपने अपने कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट किया है, जिस भी फील्ड में किया हुआ है, उसको
जी सर
आपको रिजल्ट मिला है। अब आपको ये नहीं आइडिया लग रहा है कि इस रिजल्ट को हम इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पेपर कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करें।
जी
वो आइडिया आप ले सकते हैं वहां से कि उसको पेपर में हमें लिखना कैसे है, बट एज इट कंटेंट आप नहीं ले सकते उसको।
ओके सर थैंक यू सर
More questions from the audience? Actually, these prompts are totally based on the so please tell me about prompt quality features. Yeah, quality. I you know what you are providing as input. Okay, okay. With the help of the prompt, you have to take. Suppose you have some problems. In the experiment, you have analyzed some results. But how can you write in your research papers? So you can take the help of the prompt, what they are providing, but do not use as it, what they are providing. You have to read, understand, then you have to write in your own languages. Do not copy it from the sources or prompt. You can take some general ideas from the prompt. If you are thinking that are not useful, you have to refine, because they are providing some suggestions. What do you in which context you need these things or these definitions? So you have to provide full context. So they will provide the better results. Yeah.
Kiran sir, are you there?
Yes, dear participants. Sir, I am here, sir. So shall we conclude the session, sir? Sir, Dasrat sir,
Shall you continue, sir?
shall we conclude the session?
Maybe there is no questions from audience, I think.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Sir, Lokendra sir, thank you, sir. Just 1 minute. Yeah. So as we come to the conclusion of day 3 of our 5-day faculty development program, so we are extremely grateful to Dr. Anubhav Kumar Pandey and Dr. Lokendra Singh Umarao for sharing their valuable expertise and practical perspectives, which have greatly enhanced our understanding of AI for research productivity and prompt engineering. I also thank all the participants for their enthusiastic involvement, interactive discussions, and keen interest throughout the day. Let us carry forward today's learning into our teaching and research practices. We look forward to your active participation in day 4 with more exciting and impactful sessions. Thank you all. I request all the participants to fill the feedback link shared in the group as well as chat box. Have a great day. Sir, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Sir, Dasraj, sir.
Okay, sir, we can leave, sir. Thank you all participants.
We can close.